of my own direction. No one can pull me out. I've always felt different from the others. I'm running away now. Fears are fading, won't stop bleeding. 'Cause I'm sick of standing up instead of going down. I'm sick of never being able to cross the line. I'm sick of pretending everything is fine. You got it, you're just a fucking freak like me. Burning inside, but I am alive. I'm not the one that you used to know. I've always hated to act like the others. I found my way to. Fears are fading, won't stop bleeding. Fears are fading. 'Cause I'm sick of standing up instead of going down. I'm sick of never being able to cross the line. I'm sick of pretending everything is fine. You got it, you're just a fucking freak like me. Cause I'm sick of standing up instead of going down. I'm sick of never being able to cross the line. I'm sick of pretending everything is fine. You got it, you're just a fucking freak like me. Fucking freak like me. Yeah. A fucking freak like me.
Hello everyone. It is time. Hello Ambre. Hello Yen. Hello Kairas. Hello Name, my least favorite chatter. And of course Saint. Hello. There has been something happening yesterday with Bowblax. So first of all, there has been a whole interview I fucking missed. Like in March. So we will take a look at that. And augierfc watched it on their recent Mania stream, and Bowblax had the brilliant idea to call in while they looked at it to explain himself. And his drama. For those who don't know, Bowblax had a rough time, very rough time. After Augie left, you know, he first lied that he had BPD to explain all the cringe moments he ever had. He was like, I had BPD, guys, it all makes sense now. Turns out he lied about that. Then he said he had a manic episode, no proof for that, really. Then he asked Nick for money, which he didn't get. And yeah, one thing led to another. No. He continued lying. Until it finally everyone had enough of him and his bullshit. Oh boy, it's time for blowback. Why did YouTube send me the Mutaha video? Don't ask me why YouTube sends you stuff. So, at first we will take a look how Bowblax explains his own drama to Gokanaru, with which he had an interview in March. It's always very interesting to hear what people think of their own drama. So let's take a look at that first.
Maybe that could take off, but I don't know. I'm in a really weird position. A lot of strange things have happened. People also interact with me in
Oh yeah, not to forget, then he suddenly came out as gender non-binary and said, oh, Nick forced me to out myself. And then his fucking OnlyFans came out, which didn't help the whole situation. Not funny that during one of the streams they joked about calling Bowblax as a punishment. Yeah, and then he called it. He did his own punishment. Discord stole 4 minutes from me. No, you missed the intro song. Damn it, web user.
More strange ways now,
right?
Than they did before. Like people are less.
The M-worder who spreads gender fluid everywhere. Yes, exactly. Because don't call him manipulative. That's his trigger word.
Responsive in DMs or
right.
It's kind of like
it was the BPD. Trust me, bro.
Scared of me, low-key, I guess.
You've been alienated, bro. You got the red paint on you. You're fucking weirdo categorized.
I suppose. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna be
guess-
frank. I never looked into really anything about what exactly the circumstance was that.
Good evening to you too, Kick N. Welcome to more madness. Of us looking at Bowblax content, does that mean we will get GOG on stream? No GOG today, only GOG mentioned. Big PP disorder, beautiful princess disorder. By the way, who are we watching? It is on Bowblax's own channel. He released this himself. How he explains his entire drama.
Brought you to this turmoil, this state of alienation.
Oh yeah, this is Kokunaru.
Obviously I'm like vaguely aware, fucking whatever
Don't ask me why the fuck he's eating during the interview.
leaked, whatever the fuck happened that I don't care about. But correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that you're falling out with.
So what's funny here is he knows very little about the drama. Which makes, you know, which makes Bowblax a bit more tempted. You know, he can tell him whatever he wants. That's a beautiful thing in talking to someone who doesn't know the situation. So let's see how he will explain it to someone without knowledge.
Augie.
And yes, like the stream to increase the Dew stocks. The more stocks I get, the more stocks go into the misgender jar that goes to Yen. It's BPPD mukbang ASMR interview. This is such a cursed sentence.
And Nick the Oreo, I'm pretty sure that happened before any of like the leaks or whatever, right?
Yeah, it happened in September, July, August time, basically.
I see.
The leaks happened.
What is he eating? Is that a stale bread with butter?
January.
And feel free to stop me because I'm not. You know,
Don't talk with your mouth full, young man. Where your man
trying to
is.
fucking farm you in any way.
Yeah.
But
He comes across like, hey bro, I don't want to farm you or anything, you know. With me sitting at the top with my misgender jar. Exactly. Garlic bread. There.
what
Now I want garlic bread. Also, hello, Reaper. Welcome to Pain.
was the basis, according to you? What was the basis of like?
True, it's very important coded.
Because yeah, the picture that I remember is that you, Nick, Augie, and Tom pretty much were like boys effectively. What
You were the boys. You were the group. We're the chosen ones.
exactly sowed the seeds of dissent?
Sure, we both know you're too white to handle garlic bread. Fuck you, I love garlic bread, okay? Not too spicy. Bye. Hi, Divine Jester.
In that fucking relationship, specifically with Nick, because you tell me, but like who did you think you were like the closest friends with in that group? Like
Toward the end, definitely Nick, because Augie was AFK for the internet for a year,
right.
which included not talking with me. I was actually closest with his friend Connor, and then Nick.
Damn, he numbers his friends. Like, first Connor, then Nick. Do you have a line where you're like, this is my best friend, this one is the second best, this one is the third best? Yeah, your friendship ranking.
But
Wait, Augie's friend Connor, is that the guy who hosts?
yeah, Augie's friend Connor.
That's the guy who hosts with Augie
he was
now?
my editor. We were talking like every day for like 6 months. I would tell him everything.
Damn.
Most of these leaks are from like, but most of I would assume the commentary against me or the things against me kind of originate from probably him saying things to people or what have you.
Now, so here comes the first thing, blaming Connor. You know, everything that came out against me must be Connor. Goddamn Connor. He spread the leaks everywhere.
God damn. Damn.
But yeah. So with Nick, we weren't. Man, it's just so complicated, and honestly, I can't remember like.
It's not really not that complicated, Bowblax. Really not that complicated.
don't know if I can recall it like or explain it 100% accurately or whatever, but he
This is Gokonaru, who we see here, and we hear Bobby in the background shadow.
we've basically like I was getting annoyed at him for like
I finally found out there's an extra volume setting on my headphones app instead of everything and being low volume. Hell yeah. That sounds really good. So glad you finally figured it out.
like little things that normally you wouldn't like be like, okay, dude, I have to talk about this, but just like little things.
Yeah.
But I had a mental issue in July, and I ended up having like a freak out kind of like spam DM like crazy thing.
You forgot to mention that you were so light about having BPD. Will you mention that? Will you mention that, Bobby?
Yeah.
Against him, and obviously that really
Ended up on a stream.
bothered him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was really the main thing there. I'm sure Nick in his videos, I think
Saint, you never have a little mental issue. Come on, sometimes you just have little mental issues and you go absolutely bonkers on your friends, okay? Who doesn't know that? In July, in his life, he means.
he has a video called like "Why I Hate Bowblax." I haven't watched it, but I'm sure he'll explain in depth why he doesn't.
Also, he claims he hasn't watched any of the coverage on himself. But somehow he knows the details very well. I am a little mental issue, that's true. That's true. But you're my little mental issue.
Like me or whatever. But that was basically the catalyst to it, and I think just the overall vibe I get from him is he was just kind of getting fed up with just me and
It's not like they told me directly, it's just the vibe that I'm feeling, you know? I kind of feel the vibe that people get fed up with me. I don't know how.
he just felt like I was being crazy and he couldn't deal with it or didn't want to you know, be friends with me anymore, and just felt like he wanted to I don't know, make videos
No,
on me
apparently he got a little fed up, you know, and then he didn't want to deal with me anymore. For some reason, I don't know why. I just had a little mental issue.
instead or something.
Right.
With Augie, he saw I was having this conflict with Nick, and he was gone for like a year, and he came.
Hi, Bubonic Tonic. No, you didn't miss much. We just like, we didn't watch the first thing because that is just them having a casual conversation. So we're only like 3 minutes in. It's all about Bobby's news breakout.
Back and he DM'd me. He's like, okay.
But first, as an appetizer, an interview he had where he explains the own drama.
On After Hours, you've been on every episode or whatever. You can come on my show and share your side and maybe redeem yourself or whatever. But then
Bowblax really thought he would get on After Hours after all the shit he pulled, and it would just be like good old times, you know, good old times. We were just having we were supposed to have a friendly little chat.
the After Hours ended up very much being like just interrogation and people, and it was very clear
Oh, it was just an interrogation, bro. I don't know why they would do this.
that Augie did not have my best interests in mind, despite what he said
I see.
in the DM leading up to it. I feel like
He farmed.
Oh, Bubonic Tonic, what has he done? He has lied continuously about his friends. Lied about having BPD. Then said, oh, it was all just a manic episode when he went crazy and demanded people show more respect for him since he made the commentary community, you know? He made the commentary community, he was a big part of that. And he can't believe that people respect other people more than him. And... Hi, Quantum! And then he asked Nick for money for 2000, I think it was 2,000 Canadian dollars. And Nick said no. For some reason, who knows. And afterwards, then he had a call with Lyrics, where Lyrics told him, dude, you need to chill down, please. Really, really nice conversation, actually. And he recorded that and was like, do you see how Lyrics was mean to me? because lyrics called him manipulative, you know, when he started to cry on his stream after Nick tried to hold him accountable or was kind of pissed because Bowblax copyright striked the people who re-uploaded his Black Lives Matter song back in the olden days. And he was like, yeah, come on, come at me, bro. If you have a problem, come at me. Tell me to my face. And then he started to cry on stream. Many things happened, let's say it like that.
Farmed you? He fucking
Stream.
farmed you, bro?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and I've noticed that Augie particularly got hostile towards me when he found out I was non-binary.
Oh, so Augie hates him now just because he's non-binary. Keep that also in mind for later.
And I also
see.
found
Fuck.
that also kind of correlates with how Connor turned on me as well. Like
They turned on me because I'm non-binary. They are the LGBTQ haters.
like when I told him and he was asking about it, and I showed him some pictures of me in like
Right.
non-conventional clothing, nothing sexual, but just like I was in a skirt or whatever.
Yeah.
Later I saw
Nothing sexual, I was just in a skirt, totally normal. You know? Especially in context that I think he wore even the same outfit when his OnlyFans pictures came out.
clips of him saying like I unconsensually like sent him like sexual photos, and that
Right.
was not the case at all. And stuff has been like
Ever since Bobby came out as MB, my phobias have multiplied uncontrollably. God damn it. I tell you, we need to pull up a wall.
I don't know, described in a very
Become open-minded? Nah, I become more close-minded.
vitriolic, kind of transphobic. Really,
They're all just transphobic towards me, guys. They're all just transphobes.
just like culture war kind of way. Like
Right.
It's a culture war when you think about it.
like people have been saying, like I think I heard a clip of Augie saying like I was groomed by like LGBT or something like that. So like,
Okay, that's a joke he would make.
I don't know. That's kind of like my general gist of it, but I'm sure maybe
That's
people
my general gist of it. I love that he seems to not really understand his own drama. It's really always very fascinating.
will react to this
And like
maybe
correct the
I'm
record.
not being extremely accurate. Yeah, but those are kind of like the broad strokes of why I can gather why they don't like me.
Right.
Or want to make fun of me, and I mean there is stuff. To
Oh
make
god,
fun
I
of.
got it.
haven't, like, agreed.
Got a tip from Bowblax. This is the real Bowblax. You won't believe. I'm the victim here. Everyone hates me because I'm trans. No other reason. Thank you for helping a victim speed out, Miss Du. You're so welcome. Welcome, the absolutely real Bowblax.
person.
People like me, like Bobby, make me transphobic. Damn. Funny enough, I heard it from pretty much everyone who also, you know, even non-binary people hate him, trans people hate him, gay people hate him. It's really a shame. They sound real to me.
And I did fuck up in some ways, so like you can make fun of it or whatever.
Oh. I donated money to Bowblax a few months before his crash out. Do you think I did this? Yes. I blame you, bubonic tonic. You brought this upon us.
But honestly, like what confuses me right now is kind of like why people seem really angry at me, like the vitriol, like
They're so angry at me and vitriolic. Truly. It must be the transphobia. It can't be anything else.
something like I don't get that really.
Bonic, you directly founded the dress.
Right. You because in your head it seems more like a case where you mentally spiraled, lashed out against your friends a little bit, and then brutally, like basically got kind of like you fucked up your own life in a sense, and then those former friends who felt betrayed kind of farmed you effectively.
I love that he, even though he got like the very shortened and light version, he's like, yeah, you pretty much fucked up your own life, huh? Hi, Amber. Yes, what is it?
And then you had like another brutal fucking circumstance, which was the leak.
Be wary, if I donate to you, you will follow the path of Bowblax. You mean I will put on a skirt? Damn. That would be unfortunate.
And all that. So like,
Yeah.
in the end of the day, in your head,
My least favorite character died. I'm so happy right now in my game. Not real life, damn, I love it when my least favorite characters die in real life.
you don't think like nobody was really a victim other than you. Is that the idea?
Essentially, although I mean, Nick definitely was a victim in summer. Like I was definitely like a little too crazy towards him, and I definitely like.
You crashed out on him, dude.
Yeah. So,
have you apologized for that?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I have. In very backwards way, and then recently he accused Nick of being comment cop. With no evidence of it, just like, yeah, I know it's you, you have an alt account that's actually also really successful and was against me all the time, I know it's you. No, and then always came up with something new to accuse him of, it's really funny.
I see, okay.
But he's continued to make content anyways, which, you know, that's he can do whatever he wants, but...
Does it bother you?
He can do whatever he wants. He continues to make content.
I mean, a bit. I wish he. I don't know. I mean, it's clear he didn't want to be my friend, and I feel like.
Bro, he tried so hard to be your friend until he couldn't anymore. He tried so hard to help you. He's so daintily eating with that spoon. Hi, Rain. Welcome. Welcome to Pain.
This was
actually today is a little less pain than usual.
It's kind of like a nail in the coffin or a reason to just completely like not be my friend or whatever, which is fine. But
oh no, is it crashing? Don't crash on me. Don't crash.
I kind of just wish that he would have.
Why does he lick the bread like that? Don't look too close to the bread. It was where no one is being grouped. By God, truly.
Had more tact or what?
It had either tried to like talk with me about it a little bit or just
he tried to talk to you about it for months, dude.
Been as harsh. I can't like bring up specific examples because there's just been so much and it's all kind of a bit of a blur. But
all good.
Like for example, when I was going nuts.
Now I want to know what he's eating. So that one looks like garlic bread, and then we have, I don't know, yogurt.
And I was still in like the group chats or whatever. He's like, Josh, you're being a fucking animal. Stop right now. Like he was being, he doesn't have any.
Yeah, because you started to fucking freak out on streams, dude. Come on now.
Like, you know, he didn't really like try to help de-escalate the situation. Not that he has to. Not that's his responsibility.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Rain. Gotta squeeze it in on Sunday. Damn. That's rough, bro. Garlic bread and yogurt. I don't know, it looks like it. Dude, misgender John. No, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. Yen, this doesn't count and you know it.
I just felt like, for how long we've known each other, there was a little...
Exactly, he goes by all the pronouns. Joke's on you, huh? Can't misgender him.
A little bit of a lack of empathy, but I mean, it's
yeah. I get you. Do you think that because like my memory, if it serves me, is that you always have been more, I guess, left or liberal leaning, I guess, even though you're capable obviously of making like offensive jokes.
Him misgender ja. No, he goes by all pronouns. Yen, will you respect his? You better respect that. Come on now, Yen. This is very disrespectful what you're doing here.
And shit like that.
Oh yeah,
You-
true. He does not go by it. True. But he uses the what is the Sneo pronouns? Ze, them.
I think that is what you mean when you say that, like, some of the guys didn't like it because you came out as non-binary. Like, do you think that's a political thing, or do you think it's more like they view that as an indictment on your character type of thing?
No.
Bro, cracking his knuckles like it's nothing, bro.
Okay, I think it's only Augie and Connor who have an issue with it. I don't think that my identity had anything to do with why Nick dislikes me or
Yeah.
most.
My values are concrete until it applies to my misgender jar. My misgender jar goes off SJW rules. I know. Then the capitalist in you comes out. And the capitalist is like, more money.
Most other
It was
people have
more of like
issues with
the
me.
interpersonal schizoness.
The
So-
interpersonal schizoness, me when I talk to my friends.
Augie has always had an issue with trans people. He has told me in private, like trans people, like whenever my friends turn out to be trans, like I've been like
sucked their
attacked
dick.
by trans
sorry.
people.
What the fuck was that?
Friends that turn trans and they turn on me and like he feels very victimized by trans people. He's told me a lot.
Yeah, bro, because couples in the whole community went after him pretty much. But also he is more on that side, true. But also it was never his problem with Bowblax. Let's be real here.
In private, so I probably should have known in hindsight that it wasn't a good idea to tell Connor. But I mean, Connor, I don't know.
And here again slightly insinuating that Connor is a rat.
Me and Connor were close. I didn't feel like Connor necessarily shared the same beliefs as Augie, but I do remember Augie saying once that Connor unironically loved to watch America First by Nick Fuentes.
Yeah,
So
that's not
I mean,
super
I
surprising.
probably should have known.
Oh, I should have known. They were Victor Fuentes. Bro, you knew all this.
Um,
Mhm. A lot
But,
of
yeah.
commentators low key watch America First, which is interesting, I guess. But yeah,
That is not good. I mean, people can watch what they want, but I mean,
I would
It's
agree.
a
I think
little-
you know where I stand.
Bro,
on-
you were friends with Augie and Flamenco back then, okay? You knew. You know who you're walking with, too. Saw that shit, Goku. Do you watch Ben Shapiro? I heard the name multiple times. I still don't really even know what it is.
on that.
Transphobia is bad. Unless I'm doing it, then I'm based. So true, Yen. So true.
If you watch the Sneeko video I made,
Imagine watching people you don't necessarily agree with. I know, crazy. We all need to be in a little bubble.
yeah, I think it's, misguided. Let's just put it like that. But yeah.
yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I guess I'm very politically different than these people and I didn't think it was like that big of a deal, but it's becoming a bigger deal, as the months go on with how political everything is.
I've been always more liberal, more leftist. You had a very fun time when Tipster came out as Pan and made fun of every friend he had, every trans friend he interacted with. Don't you act like that. Come on now. Bobby, you made many of those jokes yourself. No, don't be shy about that.
And yeah, I didn't know how transphobic some of the audience can be too. Like, I made a tweet where
That has been part of your audience for years and you didn't care. Okay, you can't grandstand on that.
like, dude, trans people are gonna exist whether there's executive orders or not. Like, people are gonna continue to take HRT or whatever. And then someone like replied and said it was a delusion. I got ratioed 0 likes on mine, 200 on theirs. I'm
It's probably because people don't like you.
like, that's
You got
I thought
fucking
that was
owned. You got owned,
yeah,
bro.
but yeah. So I don't know. I guess I just didn't really pay attention to how my audience was developing, because like Twitterverse is a very neutral.
Yeah, he had a whole account based around Transide, you know, his fucking... What was it? Horsecock account. Fucking Horsecock that was like, yeah, trans women aren't real women, but I fuck them anyways. No, Bowblax. No.
Thing.
Yeah.
So,
Also, it's very transphobic that you only talk about the male to female ones that take HRT, Bowblax. I find that very transphobic of you. Come on now. Be a real ally. Yeah, Swab and Horsecock, exactly that one.
and there's like lots of different opinions in the replies or the comments.
You
and I
needed
guess-
you needed to court those T channels, bro. You needed to court the T drama community, bro. That was your fuck up.
Bruh. Imagine Bowblax as a T-drama channel. He's like, hi guys. Have you heard?
I didn't groom my audience well enough. I didn't influence well enough. I left everything up to interpretation, and I think people were under the assumption that I was right wing.
I've encountered this. I've encountered this a bit too. Like, I made my fucking H3 video.
You always went along with the joke there, Bowblax, and made many of them yourself. Don't forget your famous Black Lives Matter song. And being pretty much one of his few left-leaning arguments was, yeah, I'd fuck a trans woman. Yeah. You know what makes you a lefty? Willing to fuck trans woman. Damn. You're full-on leftist now.
That everyone knew me for many years. Now, thankfully, people know me. Like, a lot of people know me just as...
Bowblax's facial hair makes me uncomfortable. Yeah, probably because it looks like he has a face full of pubes.
For the Sneeko video. But when I first made the fucking H3 video... Dude, there were so many, yes, right-wingers, yeah, but just anti-Semites, man. Like, it was crazy. And I consciously tried not to feed into that fucking hysteria, but dude, there was so many fucking anti-Semites after that. And that is what made me try to be a little more conscious about what the fuck I say, was just like seeing like, because I just view that
Okay, I
as
don't
total
care.
degeneracy, like the people who are actually like
Don't care about these parts.
unironically
But
just anti-Semitic, just hate Ethan because he's a fucking Jewish guy. It's like, bro, get the fuck out of here. But it is interesting because you can't alienate your audience right away. This is what iDubbbz kind of did, right? Like, he didn't have that progression, that evolution out of it. And so yeah,
remember when Bowblax dogged on Tipster for sexuality for like a year, if not 2? Let's be real, it was probably around 2. Men couldn't see how people would view him as a right-winger. Yeah, it's really crazy. Crazy. Put your hand on Bowblax. Put red and braille as an Amber Alert. Oh no. Yeah, no.
over time, I basically just tried to, you know, eat
Yeah,
my
then he accused Kevin of pink pilling Tipster.
way out of that domain. And I succeeded, I think.
Bro, anti-Semitism gets bonkers. Someone found out I'm Jewish and they immediately told me to free Palestine. What the fuck do you want me to do? You go there now, Bubonic Tonic. You go there right now. You hate me because I'm white. Yeah, I always hate it when you're white.
Like, I pretty well, I don't think that I have that in my audience anymore in any way, really. But yeah, no, it's I'm not saying you had anti-fucking Semites watching you. But yeah, it makes sense.
Maybe with how people are talking, I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Well, at least based on some of the
Also, there's really nothing you can really do about certain people just watching you. Like, the fuck are you supposed to do against that? Best you can do is stay to your own morals, but trying to extricate to avoid having certain people in your audience, that's not how... I don't think that's how it works.
I've got. But honestly, I don't know if it's a true reflection of my audience, because a lot of the newer videos I'm posting and people call me Troon or whatever.
I gotta do it. First I created Bowblax by donating, now I need to free Palestine. You are the chosen one, Bubonic Tonic, you are the chosen one.
They're having lower viewership, and now you know how like in the analytics you can see like how like what other channels your viewers are watching.
Yep.
So before, like when I was a healthier channel, it would be stuff like Some Ordinary Gamer.
Before, when I was a healthier channel. When was that? How many years ago was that, Bowblax?
Penguin Zero, you know,
Oompaville.
drama stuff, Turkey Tom, Oompaville, yeah. And then as soon as the drama happened, it's like Nick, Yorio, Augie, Big Bungie, Tommy C, Cumin, fucking Chum.
Yeah.
I'm like, geez. So maybe it's just all of them kind of just focusing on me in the algorithm, not really pushing my stuff out to the people who would typically watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are some crazy bigoted people, you know.
Bro, they're all just bigoted. It's not my fault. They're all just bigoted. Me when I fuck up.
Comments as of late.
Yeah. Do you just
Unfortunately.
find it funny, or does it bother you?
It bothers me because I want to get views and make money, but in
If your audience agrees with you on everything, you have no audience, you have a cult. See, that's why I love it when you all start fighting me.
beyond that, no. I mean, I have a very thick skin, so I'd like to think so.
Right.
It is kind of concerning in a sense to think like, is this really all my audience was? Like, what the fuck?
Mhm.
But
No, because my whole audience was full of racist, bigoted people. I can't believe it.
yeah, I mean, if they're saying that shit, that's an issue with them, not me.
It's
You-
totally not because I'm crazy and went totally insane. Nah, it's the audience fault.
No,
Yeah.
I know that. Yeah, I'm not gonna like change my beliefs. Like, oh, what if they're right? Wait, 1488. Wait,
Mhm.
let me think about that. Was it 6 million? Like, no, I'm not.
No, I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah,
Um,
so-
Fuck you, Bowblax!
Yeah. Okay. I want to ask, what is
Bowblax? Thick skin? Is he high right now? When isn't he? When isn't he? People found your porn account and you banned it. Yep. He has really thick skin, you just don't see it.
exactly, like, are you, I don't know how exactly to put it, but are you trying to figure out what you want to do consciously, or are you just kind of going through the motions right now? Like, do you have have you actually taken the time to think, like, for a content strategy or anything like that, or is it more
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Have you thought about how you can stop fucking your channel into the ground?
I've been thinking of content strategies a lot. It kind of changes a lot over time, though, because I just don't know. I'm kind of at a loss of what people will like. Like, I'll upload like a Twitter versus. Like, everyone's like, keep reading tweets, just do Twitter versus. So I upload
Everyone just wants to read you the fucking tweets on trending topics. Brother, it ain't that hard.
one, and then people are like, this is shit, even though it's the exact same or
Yeah.
better than what I used to do.
No, the recent ones were shit. The recent ones were shit. First you made a compilation of old videos. Then you came up with topics no one really cared about. Then you were way too late for the Mr. Beast video. Bobby! Stop being delusional. Wake up, Bobby. It's time to wake up. I have to agree with you. I'll end up like Saint. What's that supposed to mean? Saint is doing fine.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of like at a loss to what people would be receptive to at this moment. I think maybe my reputation's in a point where maybe I'd have to wait it out. But I've talked to other YouTube friends and they're like, just,
I'll be honest, most of the audience that knows about your drama doesn't care too much about Twitter versus. You know, Twitter versus has a more normie audience. But even they see that the quality went to shit. And Connor made a much better version by now.
just keep grinding.
Mm.
Also, I don't know exactly what to grind. Like, I've been trying to do Twitter versus, but not do the political thing. But
Baby, Bobby, it's been 40 years. Wake up. Wake up. You need to wake up.
every drama seems to be political. So I'm like,
yeah, it's like
There's
the one that jumps out to me that would be in your wheelhouse would be Hassan versus Mudahar, but that is totally draped in politics. You know what I mean?
yeah. I was thinking of doing iDubbbz versus Ethan because I thought it was kind of like an interesting discussion with how
Right.
iDubbbz isn't willing to like kind of back up Ethan fully publicly.
Yeah.
That still is rooted in the Hassan thing, and then
Yeah.
like, like I literally watched a video by Noah
Yeah, why aren't you doing it then?
Samson.
Yeah.
It had like Turkey Tom and Muda in the thumbnail for whatever reason. They were barely relevant to the video. It's
Yeah.
basically clickbait to put them in. But in it, basically, he was just like he made a lot of good points about why Palestine, you know, should be considered a genocide and taken more seriously.
Yeah.
Poke some holes in some of Ethan's arguments and stuff. But it was more the video. It's framed as defending Hassan, but he really only defended Hassan by defending Palestine. So
Yeah.
while the info in the video was correct, it just ended up or that portion of like the political portion. As far as I know, I don't know enough to know if it was correct. I'm gonna assume.
Okay. Yeah.
But it kind of just turned like you see that video and it's supposed to be a video defending Hassan against Ethan, but it really ends up just being a video about Palestine.
Yeah, it's a
and I don't want
Trojan
to do a
horse.
drama video.
Yeah.
It was a Trojan horse basically. I think that was kind of the
Yeah,
intent.
because the Palestine stuff is all they care about. Bro. Just don't focus on that. Figure out the other stuff.
Yeah.
Like the first 40 minutes. Yeah, I think
He basically, yeah, it's clear that he wanted to talk about Palestine and he needed a conduit by which to spread awareness, and he decided to do it through the drama like ecosystem.
That is a fucking mine. I will not touch bubonic tonic. I will not touch or talk about Hassan, bro. Like, all these politics streamers are really just... I just can't stand politics streamers in general. So I am very biased.
Which is kind of also, so like, H3H3 kind of did that, except H3H3's primary goal was definitely to attack Hassan. Like, that H3H3 video, the primary goal was definitely to deplatform or smear Hassan or whatever. Whereas you're right, with the Noah Samson one, it was way more focused on the fucking reality on the ground or whatever, and it was way less focused on, like, Destiny, H3, Dan Saltman. Like, those were almost like an afternote.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Also, I realized that, like, if I wanted to give, because I do kind of have, like, a bit of a nuanced opinion on what I'd have said, although
Using politics is a good way to control audience engagement, so...
I do agree with most everybody, but, like, I realize that if I'm the one to give this a nuanced opinion now, it's not going to be received well.
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
If I'm not going to give my true opinion,
If
then
you go
what's the
against the
point of making
wave,
video?
if you go against the wave when there's already a wave against you, that's
The problem, Saint, is I am a fucking retard when it comes to politics. I don't know shit.
oh, that's tough.
Yeah, exactly. So, and it would have just been to, like, a tiny extent, like, basically, like, with what I'd have said about H3, I kind of got what he was saying, but it didn't apply to the H3 scenario. Like, it would apply to, like, a goofy drama, like, with
Yeah,
CBS
okay. Is he done talking about his own drama? This is not addressing my drama. Bowblax, address your drama.
Consequences, depending. If you go, you know, and even if you go after Keemstar, there might be less money in it because no one's really thinking about Keemstar too much. Whereas if they go after you, I mean, you're not gonna fucking. I don't think you're gonna really retaliate in any grand way, and the audience already wants it. You know what I mean? It's like a bit of a culture industry type little scenario.
Yeah, yeah, and I feel like it's a shame when I find out that people care more about, like, that culture thing and, like, what could benefit their channel than, like, a 5-year-long friendship or
Right.
like, not even maybe.
So you think you are getting farmed? Is that right?
I mean, I haven't watched the content against me, so I don't really
I see. Yeah, you
know.
don't know.
But I
Stay out of politics. Lovingly. Thank you, that's my plan.
definitely think, based on, like, thumbnails and titles, like, it definitely is excessive. Although I know that a lot of Nick's videos are, like, VODs that are just taking the main, like, the most talked about thing in the VOD and using that as a thumbnail. So there'd be a video about me that is like 2 hours, for example, but maybe only the first 30 minutes are about me and it's him just reacting to a video or something.
Yeah.
Oh, he covered you for quite a while. But how do you know that? How do you know that, Bowblax? I thought you didn't watch any of it. Interesting, quite interesting how you seem to know quite a lot about what Nick talked about and for how long.
But still, like, I do think, yeah, I mean, yeah, I think I've been painted out to be a lot worse than I actually am, or I got a lot more shit than I deserve.
I've got a lot more shit than I deserve. They totally didn't try to help me for months. No. I got more shit than I deserve. Bro, there's so many other people. If they would have pulled the same shit ex Bowblax, they would have been cut out way earlier. He got graced for years. Like, even when he told on a stream about the grooming of his sister. Like, bruh, what the fuck?
I do think that for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think Nick's response would be to that? That you fucked up, you deserve it. This is the drama sphere type of thing. Like comes with the territory type shit.
Yeah, I suppose. But there are some things that, like, he, like, over exaggerates that I don't know if he actually believes it or he's.
What things? What things? I thought you didn't watch it, so please explain what things.
Doing it for content, it feels a little disingenuous. Like, my main example of this would be during my, like, back and forth with him in July when I was crashing out on him.
Right.
I got really, like, paranoid about, like, not being able to make rent money.
Right.
So I asked him for, like, $2,000 and he's like, no, and then I was like, oh, never mind, I shouldn't have asked that. Whatever. It was a very brief exchange. But then I've seen clips of him saying, like, I'm going around begging people for rent money and like
yeah.
little.
I mean, it's what you did. You just randomly asked Nick out of nowhere for $2,000, bro. But that ain't pocket change.
Like, it has its root and truth because that little exchange did happen.
Right.
But that's not. I'm not really like desperately going out for enemy. Or he'll say like I'm harassing people, like sending unsolicited like sexual dress pics to people. And I'm like, no, that's not really what happened with Connor. Like it's a little less like extreme than that. So there's like things that are rooted in truth, but then he like brings it up to the extreme. That makes it seem a lot worse. And I don't know if
see.
he's doing that like on purpose or what.
Yeah, like, bro, can you pay like my rent money for a month? It's just $2,000. Listen, it's Canadian dollars, so it's less than American dollars. Come on, bro. Nah.
Yeah, I
so
see.
I would.
I see how that could like lead it to people thinking you're kind of dangerous or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? If you're like,
Yeah, and
sending
sorry.
weird. No, you're good. Sending weird stuff in DMs.
Yeah,
It's like sexual.
and it's also given this like implication that I'm like crashing out and being weird with people extremely in DMs, which is also why I think
Because, Bowblax, the problem is it's become quite clearly, in my opinion, that your whole I just want to be non-binary by not shaving and wearing women's clothes seems, especially with the context of your Mr. Mrs. Manshihi account. And from what I've seen from that, it seems quite clearly that it's more of a fetish than just a harmless, it's my gender, this is my identity. No, you're a fucking freak.
people have been
In my opinion.
resistant to even reply to me in DMs who normally would reply to me in DMs. So that's kind of like a little thing I don't like that he's done is like he hasn't necessarily lied, but it's like exaggerations of the truth to the point where it kind of is like a little bit of a lie. You know?
Yeah. I think I get what you're saying. Yeah, like
Yeah.
it adds like a sting to the wound or whatever.
Yeah, it just amplifies it in a way that isn't entirely accurate. And if it's for entertainment and jokes, that's fine. But he never like clarifies after, like, or maybe he would clarify after. But it doesn't seem like he's like, okay, not really, guys, or whatever.
Yeah.
And I've gone in comment. Yeah.
It feels nuclear. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Again, very funny that he knows all the details despite claiming he never watched any of the coverage. He doesn't even style the dresses and skirts nicely. No, and black is really not his color. I said it from day one. Black is not his color.
And it's gone to the point where I've gone comments about things that like even aren't true, like you need to pay your mom back for rent or something. I'm like, that never happened. What the fuck are you talking about? Like this random shit.
You talked about how your family fucking hates you on the stream. Okay, for some fucking reason. And then there has been the court proceeding, okay? Okay, you can definitely see where those jokes are coming from, and you know what kind of jokes this community makes. Don't act like it. Don't act like you don't know.
That doesn't even make sense. Like sometimes I feel like I'm not even caught up on my own lore. Like people have this like.
Yeah, apparently. There's a court document about him where there was a time. I don't know how it went exactly, but he was about to lose his house.
Story of me in their head that I don't know because I don't watch them.
Yeah, he wanted to own Keem while wearing a dress. This is also a picture he sent Connor where he was wearing a dress just holding a picture of Keem up and was like, yeah, I'm owning Keem right now.
Videos. And I could watch the videos, but then it gets me too pissed. But
wait, say again? It gets you what?
I don't like watching the videos because it just will get me like angry and all like riled up because
yeah.
You know, it's annoying.
I'm sorry, his what account? His Mr. Mrs. Manshihi account. I've never heard of that site before. Oh no, that's the name of the account, you know, like his nickname, Mr. Mrs. Manshihi. For Fansly and OnlyFans and Reddit where he advertised it for $3.50. Have some self-respect if you do this.
And like,
yeah.
how would you defend yourself? Like in reality, like I don't know. I feel like there's not really a. Well, you tell me. How like have you thought about making any kind of a formal response, or are you like fuck that? Like let them let them out of the way.
I have made a response stream, but people just reacted to this and reacted to it and called it a meltdown. Which
yeah, because you completely melted down, bro, and didn't understand what the problem was. Again, tell the truth, fucker.
Oh, I see.
But I have responded to most things. Now I haven't said anything after the leak.
Yeah, you have responded by throwing out random accusations to people and talking about random bullshit and then starting to scream. Okay. And then you played Christian.
Leaks, like the January leaks. So I haven't responded to that, but anything prior to that, anything beyond like the leaks, I have addressed.
I see. Understood. Okay.
Yeah, people just don't want to watch it, I guess.
And then you blamed Nick for outing you as non-binary.
Or only consume it through like a Nick Diorio or Augie reaction. Like my streamer, like the actual response video has like 2K views, and it's just people coming to shit on it from the reactions. So.
That is pretty. So the response video or stream has 2,000 views.
It was 100% a meltdown, yes. I think I even watched it on stream. Like, it was definitely a meltdown.
Collectively, and then the videos of people reacting to that stream have like what, like 100K, or what's the ratio?
Yeah, it's not 100K. I think Nick's reaction has like 70K, 80K.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's basically like between 50 and 100K.
Mhm.
Are you jealous?
That is pretty funny. I mean,
That's so honest. You know what? That's pretty funny.
do you consider yourself a lolcow?
No,
Okay.
because
Oh, honey. Oh, honey.
I feel like a lol cow would have to like consistently be doing things to like milk lol.
Yeah. To like feed.
Yeah, like you. Constantly. You did it since last year now. So, yeah.
It feed into it, whereas you're
Yeah.
trying not to. Is that right?
Yeah, or it'd have to be like over a more extended period of time. Like, yeah, maybe when I was like mentally crazy online, yeah, I was a lol cow. Yeah, I was a lol cow when I was manic. You know, like.
The problem is you do the same thing over and over again and don't seem to really understand it. And you do it over and over again and still don't understand what the problem was. You know, just like, you know, as some would say, loco. And here you are doing it again, lying again, and being like, yeah, I don't know what everyone's problems is. I think they're all just transphobic.
But that term I feel is more. To me, it's always been maybe not now as much because of the lolcow podcast and the term's kind of getting a little oversaturated. But before, it used to be kind of like a very exclusive name. Like you'd have to be like Christian or Boogie or Wings, like being very consistently like just getting baited by Chad and stuff like.
I mean, you're getting closer to Christian, so yeah.
That, and I don't really like get baited by Chad
Hey Akumu, welcome to Pain.
or comments that much. You know, like I'm not.
Mhm.
Like sometimes I reply to try to get like an understanding with people,
Right.
And sometimes it's like not the best idea, but generally I'm not like you know freaking out or kind of.
Generally, I'm not freaking out. Just for this whole year, I've been freaking out over and over again.
Spam responding to everything in a way Boogie would, you know.
Yeah, I won't lie. You definitely sound less stressed, more coherent than I
Yeah, because you don't know about his situation, bro.
would expect, honestly. Like, just given the fucking... Like, because in my head, it's like, on paper, it sounds pretty fucking brutal. It's like, yeah, you lost one of your, like, core online friend groups, and you had, like, fucking private things basically fucking exposed and whatever, and you're getting...
Yeah, but the funny thing is, Bowblax was the one who leaked them over and over again, because Nick tried to be nice. Nick tried to be really nice. While he leaked the DMs to explain what happened with Bowblax, he didn't show the DMs where he talked about being non-binary. He didn't leak the DMs where he was like, hey, wanna see pictures of me in a dress? Oh no, my sister told me not to show you. But Nick didn't show those. He only showed those when Bowblax came out and was like, Nick forced me to come out as non-binary. But like, what?
Getting ridiculed by, you know, with like tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views. It seems like a lot, but it seems like at the same time you understand that it is possible to ignore it. Like it's online. Do you feel like it's completely like an online scenario? Like if you walk outside, it doesn't stay with you, everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Somehow I don't believe that.
I know I'm still friends with like a lot of YouTubers and stuff. The only friend group I kind of lost was
Name them.
Augie, Nick, Aiden, like just the immediate kind of like drama group. Even some of the other people that are kind of part of that group, they haven't.
And gee, I wonder why the rest don't want to hang out with you. You've literally told in the DMs that Nick showed, you were like, yeah, I'm better friends with Xylee and Stardust, those retards, than you and Augie right now. Gonna sleep, have a nice dream, have a good night, Kicken.
Like been super aggressive towards me or anything like that. Like I'm sure I'm chill with Willie and like Wavy and like and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Muda. So
yeah.
And Muda. It's really funny considering Muda's recent stuff.
But there's other I haven't talked to them that much since all this, but then there's other YouTubers that I've talked to during this entire time and I'm chill with, and they have like a lot of subs, more than me. So yeah, I've gained like I've gotten close with a lot of people over the years because of VidCon, because I've gone to like the kind of gathering of that for 4 years in a row. So yeah, I trust that people kind of that have met me over time there. Another one's like Actman that I've met a lot. it's not
Right.
like they've reached
Why are you putting putting this on them now? Come on.
out to me or anything like that. But besides the people I frequently talk to, but if I'm
Okay,
going
now he seems to ramble on mostly. Do you want to see the rest of the interview, or do you guys want to go straight to the Augie stream? Put a one in the chat if you want to go straight to the Augie stream where he calls in and explains it to Augie again with freakouts.
back to VidCon again or whatever, I don't think they'd have an issue with me. They'd probably have questions like you do, right? But like, I don't really think anyone viscerally hates me except for the audience, Nick the Oreo, and like Augie. And I don't even know if Nick hates.
Obonic, you get the rope for that. For that one, you get the rope. Putting a 3 in there. Shame. There, you get the rope. Let me make you smaller. You don't deserve to be that big. You get the fucking rope. There you go. You can hang over there and think about what you did. Okay, pretty much everyone says one. Good, good, good. Then we go straight to the Augie stream. Boop. So they look over this interview themselves. Do you have a fire pit? I'm cold. I can put you on fire. God damn it, Quantum! You just want the cage, Quantum. I know it. Okay, so they watch the same interview, and then Bowblax makes a very smart decision to call in and be like, no, I can explain. No cage, okay. Then you can stay on the shoulder.
Are you calling? Is that connected? There we go. Bowblax. Welcome to RFC Mania. Yep. Can you hear? Can you hear us? Hello?
Sorry about that. I couldn't like find your. I don't think we have any
I was just doing a funny. I know, Quantum. I could never be mad at you.
mutual servers on your like iPod Discord account. So like,
Probably not. I'm not in that many servers.
I don't know. I don't normally unblock people on Discord, so I didn't know how to do it.
Why did you block me in the first place? I've been nuts.
So he blocked Augie probably after the stream where Augie came back.
I don't remember.
I am the realist.
I think because you pissed me, you probably pissed me off at a certain point.
What,
You've been
piss
saying
you off
shit.
with the truth that you need to hear?
I don't know. When did I block you?
The day
When did
after-
I block you, bro? I don't even remember when I blocked you, gee.
It was probably the day of the stream. I'm not even sure. The after hours stream.
Yeah, I mean, I probably was. Yeah, I was like blocking a lot, so I don't remember who or where. I have a lot of stuff blocked.
So
that
what's
I
been
just-
what's been going on, man? I mean, you've had quite the fucking year. I mean, you've decided to call into the stream. I mean, what's I mean, I don't even know where to begin with this shit. What was your motivation for calling in today?
Well, okay, so I just finished working on a video.
I'm immediately saying, guys, I worked on a video. Are you proud of me? Are you proud?
And I felt good, and I know that you were.
I felt good, so I decided, you know what, I need a bad moment. I need to feed. I need to feed my... Fuck, I forgot the word for it. My humiliation kink.
For like doing the multi-hour long stream, and I was just curious, and I looked, and you were reacting to me talking about some things, and I was just like, well, wouldn't it be easier if I just like call in?
Oh gee, let me just call in and explain, you know, before I see all the bullshit I talked. Come on, you don't need to look at it, let me explain. I swear, I can put the right words together to get the right answer. This is like, you know, when you play an RPG and you have multiple choice, you just have to make the right choice and everything will go well. This is real life.
Well,
know?
I guess so. I mean, you said that we haven't really got into the parts that you talked about me and Connor about, but so far you've said a couple things. I mean, I'll do me first and then I'll let Connor speak for himself. You said that my main issue with you is that you're trans or something like that.
Yeah.
Which I find to
No,
be...
I did not say the main issue. I just said that.
You said it was a big part of it. Did I misunderstand it? I feel like he mentioned, oh, they're so transphobic. I think that's a big part of why they don't like me anymore.
It's like an aspect, because didn't Gokunaru ask if that was an aspect of why people dislike me, and I'm like, I don't think so, but like I know Augie's not like cool with transgender kind of in general, so maybe that could.
I think he says the primary reason, because you then say that the primary reason is your meltdown, and for us that was one of the primary motivators that started it. But Augie never mentioned that to you once.
Yeah, he rarely brought it up to Bowblax himself, you know, later on, after they fell out already, he was like a fucking freak. But also most people said, let's be real here. But in this moment, he didn't really bring it up when they had the confrontation, so...
Even post-Fallout, he didn't DM you about anything regarding your identity or non-binariness. He gave
your non-binariness.
Laundry list of ways that you fucked up and lied to try to help you.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'll speak for myself on this segment, just because I don't want it to be like a complete
I will speak for myself.
pile-on or something like that, right? Like I'll let you speak when we go over what he said about you in this thing. But yeah, I mean, the idea that like, you know, oh, the reason why like I, you know, quote unquote turned on you is because you're trans is just completely delusional. I mean, I laid it out on the stream earlier. The reason why is because, first of all, you were mentally, you know, being psychotic.
You know, you were being kind of mentally psychotic. Such a great way to explain it.
Psychotic to Nick, which on its own is not something that I can cut somebody off for, but it is.
Web user. Yeah, Connor, how dare you speak, SMH.
You know, it is like a red flag if somebody's that like crazy or whatever, right? On top of that, though, you were lying about key details when it came to like the timeline of events. I was like asking you specifically in DMs for details. I forget what it was specifically. I'd have to like look back at our last DM conversation. But remember, I asked you something about the timeline of like when you were going.
Yeah, I think it was when it came to lyrics, he lied about the timeline of that completely.
Going after lyrics. And you completely
I was right.
Lied about the timeline of events, and then I called you out on that lie, and then like you took a few hours to respond, and then you were like, I'll try not to lie again, or you said something where it was like,
you know, it's really funny when these people always be like, oh, I'm trying not to lie, I'm trying really hard. Like, bro, why do you have to try so hard? I get misremembering little, you know, insignificant details, but come on now. At what point just does it get malicious?
Like, oops. It was basically what it amounted to. So you were crazy.
I did a fucky wucky.
Were lying about, you know, a bunch of like details on events when I was just trying to ask you questions about basic information. And then on top of that, you're being vindictive to people like lyrics, which led me to believe like, okay, well, if you have this pattern of vindictive behavior, why the fuck would I have you around in my life? I'm obviously going to cut you off, right? Like, it has nothing to do with you being trans.
Yeah, of course. And those are all...
Oh, he immediately faltered. Yes, of course, Augie. Of course.
Valid reasons. And I
your feelings are valid.
Never... What I meant with that was that, like, you're transphobic in some ways, and maybe that played a factor.
You're transphobic in some ways, you know. I just meant, you know. I just meant you are kind of transphobic in some ways, you know. So I thought that would play a big role in it. God damn it! How dare you take my excuse away? Jesus.
Factor in you hating me at that current moment, which was like after the fact, right? Not like the impetus for it, but like why you might currently still hate me to the state, potentially.
You know what, Bobby-phobic should be a new word.
That was kind of how I was interpreting the question. But...
Well,
like,
hate is even like a strong... Like, I don't even think hate is like an accurate word or whatever.
I don't hate non-binary people in particular. I just hate Bowblax. Oh, hate is a strong word.
Really hate anyone in the fucking world, right?
Oh, he's so wholesome. I don't hate anyone. It's so wholesome. Look at him.
It's just like the reason why I cover you and I fucking make fun of you for the most part is that you become a complete lolcow, like on top of your vindictive nature, right? You
Oh, Bowblax said in the interview he isn't a loco. Ooh, ooh.
also exhibit, you've been completely, like, you've made horrible decisions, career decisions and life decisions that I find worthy of mockery, in the same way that you've like found a lot of shit that was worthy of mockery when it came to Tipster. So, I mean, if you're wondering like why I quote unquote
Oof. Bring up Tipstar. Quite a good game here. Why does it sound like Augie is talking through a pillow? Oh. Listen.
farm you or something like that, because I noticed you in this Gokunara video, you talk about farming a lot, right? It's just because you've made a lot, and we can talk about different things you've done that I find like worthy of mockery. But I mean, that's really what it all comes down to. It's not just you victimize. You have a pattern of like victimizing yourself a lot.
What do you mean victimizing? Bowblax is the victim. You don't understand. He is the raped.
Yeah. I'm just interrupting slightly because I don't want to like get off track.
I don't want to get off track, so I'm interrupting now. Ah, wait.
To what you're saying. So.
What did you say again? If he asked him what he was about to say, because he did that the last time a lot. He was interrupting to be like, oh, I don't want to get off track, so, wait, what was your point again?
Fuck, can you, like, repeat what you just said? Like,
God damn it! You really did it, god damn it. I love when people do that. Yeah, sorry to interrupt you, but, let me answer this first, yeah? What did you say again?
Just prior, real quick.
I don't know. Basically, what I'm saying is that, I don't know. The reason why I cover you is because you,
Oh yeah, okay.
Yes,
I remember now. Sorry.
I remember.
Yeah. So I was answering.
I forgot.
Like questioning that you might dislike me due to like the trans stuff because I didn't understand like what would be criticizable like in terms of like the lolcow behavior. I'm like, wow.
I thought it was the trans stuff because I don't know what else of my behavior would be criticizable. Otherwise than my trans stuff, there's nothing you can criticize about me. Come on now. I'm just a little bean. Just a little guy.
I didn't see it as lolcow behavior, so I'm like, I guess maybe that's like an aspect of it. But I really, I guess in that conversation, listening back, because I am listening back to it now through like your stream a bit, I did oversell it. And maybe in the moment...
Oh, at least you had been... you know what, maybe I oversold the transphobia point. Oh, Jesus. Never done anything ever at all. Nothing ever happens, exactly.
I was just on like on some sort of wavelength where I did think you were maybe more transphobic than I... in terms of me specifically.
I thought you were more transphobic than this. I'm disappointed. Damn, there goes my excuse.
Specifically than I'm thinking right now. So yeah, I apologize. I went too far probably with that assertion, especially since, you know, I haven't talked with you in like a very long time.
Yeah, it has been quite a while.
Obviously I wouldn't know.
I haven't talked to you in a long while, so I just assumed, you know, and talked about it in an interview about my assumption like it's a fucking fact. Like the retard I am. Listen, I couldn't help it.
How transphobic you are or not outside of your tweets, which are very hyperbolic in nature.
Oh, your tweets are so transphobic, so, and I know I've known you for years, but, you know, I thought you were absolutely transphobic and you hated me for that. Come on.
Sure, of course.
Well, saying the worst shit you can think of, the most negative shit that's on your mind.
What do you mean, oh? What do you mean? What do you mean, oh? What do you mean? I didn't die. No, I'm not dead. Guys, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. Refresh. Jesus. Don't give me a heart attack here. You was always dead. God damn it. True.
Yeah, so potentially maybe like you said something.
Dune did it. She has risen. Just like Jesus, I came back.
And like that got in my head when I was talking with Gokunara, but regardless, yeah, I apologize. I went too far on that.
Okay,
sure.
well, Fair enough.
At least he can apologize on that one.
If you apologize
I'm sure the rest will go just as well.
for that point, I mean, can we just? I don't know how. Can we just address the elephant in the room? Like, can we talk about 111? Like, just.
Not 111. Don't remind me of 111. No one want me. Listen, it was a day like every other. It was 111. It was a traumatic day. No one want me. It was a sunny day. There was me just being like, let's see what's going on Twitter. I opened Twitter. The first thing I saw was the picture of Bobby Tuck. Never forget.
Can we just? Can we just
well,
talk
first,
about?
but prior you laid out all of the reasons that like you dislike me that weren't, and I kind of would want to like.
Okay, we'll get to that.
Can we not talk about 111? Can we talk about all the reasons why you don't like me?
I mean, there's so much you've offered.
There's like a timeline, right?
There's an infinite amount of things I just would love to ask you about, but we can address the personal shit first.
This is quite an interesting tactic because usually people try to avoid the personal shit. I wonder if he will regret this decision soon.
Yeah, because that's more why I'm inclined to talk to you here and on this platform. Because like,
sure,
you know, we've been part of this platform for a while, and with you and Connor and Nick in particular, it like you guys like were my friends, right? Like outside of content and everything, we were pretty close, especially like.
Remember how close we were? Remember how long we did this content together?
Me and Connor working together for so long, so I do.
The first thing I saw was Nick telling people to log off. Yeah, he was too late for me. It was burned into my eyes. I wonder if he hates Connor so much because Connor replaced him, and Connor is also better at this job than him. Don't forget that.
You feel like whether
I mean, he blamed a lot of shit on Connor in the interview. He was like, yeah, all the leaks that came out, probably all from Connor. I've never seen anything of Bowblax's body. I'm glad. I'm so jealous of you. I'm so jealous of you, Tonic. I'm so jealous.
Doesn't have to be a public platform, but I feel like publicly or privately, it probably is good just as human beings to get our kind of potential grievances out.
Can we just be human beings? Come on, let's just talk like human beings.
So when you bully me in the future, it's less of like, oh, I hate this person, and more like for less personal reasons, and more like he's a lolcow or whatever, you know.
So you want me to cover you as a lolcow and less as well? I mean, I think that's how.
Well, no, I'm just saying like the reason I'm coming on here is so partly is so that there's no animosity on like.
Oh, I don't want any animosity. I just want us to be friends. Friends! You know, like Sonic and Knuckles. Like Sonic and Tails, like old times.
Personal level, if that makes any sense. Like outside of content.
Well, the problem is that, you know, I do have some animosity for you just because I think you're a compulsive liar. Like, even just the other week, you come up with this lie about how, like, Nick DiOrio is Comment Cop. I mean, do you really believe that? And I know you don't. I know you want to focus specifically on.
Oh yeah, I want to really hear why he thinks that Nick is Comment Cop.
But that is related to your personal behavior, your vindictiveness, and your willingness to lie about people that have like burned you. I mean,